What up, Homedawgs? My name is Gokey Gamer, coach of the Milwaukee Meta Champs, and welcome to week 4 of the UPA Pokemon Association, where this week we're going to be battling Soulblaze, coach of the OCO City Dragon Dancers. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really scared of this matchup, and now let me prove why. Whop! My opponent's team consists of Giratina Origin, Deoxys Attack, Hisuian Samurott, Terra Archaludon, Terra Hawlucha, Terra Vezendipity, Donphan, Ogerpon Heartflame, and Ice-Q to round things out. If last week's offensive prowess was terrifying enough, this team's offensive synergy is downright broken. Deoxys Attack, Indeedee, and Hawlucha make a phenomenal combination, and combine that with the hazard stacking Samurott and Donphan, and this is genuinely one of the most broken teams in the league in my opinion. Needless to say, this is going to be an extremely tough matchup ahead of us this week, so let's see what we're bringing. For this game, my goal is to chip things down, pivot to the best of my ability, and attempt to nuke the attackers with as much raw power as possible. Choice Scarf, Terra Flying, Thundurus Therian in particular looks absolutely amazing in this matchup, especially when combined with Chople Berry, Iron Defense, Body Press Dialga, Wish Passing Umbreon, and the real Uber Jump Bluff being an extremely annoying wall to break down. If you'd like a more detailed team breakdown, then consider checking out my Ko-fi page where you'll find 8-minute team breakdowns for all my battles, as well as receive access to battles early if you become a member. Any support that you're able to give is always immensely appreciated. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and head into the battle. Alrighty, let's freaking go! Now, Archaludon is Terra Ghost like I feared, and Hawlucha is actually Terra Flying, which is actually something that I was not expecting. I was expecting if Hawlucha came, it would be Terra Ground, so I am glad to see that it's flying. Alrighty, so we're gonna see here Deoxys Attack, Giratina, Lucha, Ogerpon, and the Tentacruel as well as the Archaludon. That makes sense. This is more or less the team that I was expecting. Not saying Indeedee is amazing for Chien-Pao, so that way I can spam Sucker Punch versus the attack, which is very nice. Yeah, I think there's zero reason for me not to lead the Thundee and just click Volt Switch first turn 1, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Yeah, Choice Scarf Thundee is going to be really, really nice in this game. The Jump Bluff is there mainly as a wall. It's not going to Terra unless it absolutely has to, or unless Thundee goes down before it can Terra, so that's the plan there. Alrighty, good luck up into my opponent. Let's freaking go. Let's see what they lead off with. Hopefully it's not a Scarfer. Alrighty, so we're gonna see DOEX, so that's actually attack. Okay, wow. So we see this lead off rip. I'm scared that this is Scarf. I'm really scared that it's a Scarfed. I don't know if it's worth risking this. It's either SASH or it's Scarf, and I don't know which one it's gonna be. I'm gonna... this is already such a tough 50-50. My Thundee is too good against everything. I'm gonna hard swap. The reason I do this is because I'm scared that this thing is Scarfed. Alright, so we go ahead and send in rings. If they switch out, then we know they're not Scarfed, which is also very good to know. They just go for Raw Ice Beam. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that does Diddly Squat. Okay, now I can T-Wave for free. I can also Foul Play for free. I can do a number of things here. Honestly, T-Wave looks really, really good against this entire team, so I'm gonna T-Wave. We should be able to tank a superpower as well, so that's good to note. And if this thing gets paralyzed, then that guarantees that I'm faster with Chien-Pao and a number of other Pokemon, so. Although maybe I should have just gone for the Foul Play. I'm not sure. Maybe I should have gone for the Foul Play just to break the SASH. Alright, so we actually do see the hard swap, so I'm glad I made this prediction. Let's see possibly Hawlucha. We're gonna see Archer, which is going to be Archaludon. Okay, so we Thunder Wave the Archaludon. I'm okay with this. Alright, Archaludon is paralyzed. Very, very good for us. Every single time we want to switch it to Primal here. Archaludon being parried is very great just because of the fact that I can just spam attacks versus it now, and there's a good chance that it will get paralyzed, and it's also going to be slower than a lot of my other Pokemon, so this is okay. I'm really okay with this. We're gonna see Rocks. That's fine. Okay, so I was thinking this thing could be Rocks, but that makes sense. Not great for Braviary, because Braviary is our only form of hazard removal, but it is what it is. This does give me free Iron Defense, so I'll take it. I'm only going to spam Draco Meteor if I absolutely have to. I'm going to try not to, though, because of the fact that if I actually set up with this one, and I can start dealing damage with certain things. So we're going to see the hard swap here as we Iron Defense. What's going to be the switch? Whiskey. That is going to be Tentacruel. I was wondering if it was going to be Tentacruel. So Tentacruel comes in. It probably has Haze if I have it to guess. On the off chance it does have Haze, I'm going to click Draco. Yeah, I'm just going to click Draco on the off chance they have Haze. Alright, we're already going to see the raw Ice Beam. That's fine. I'm okay with this. We just fire over Draco. Yeah, bada bing, bada boom. Alright, so yeah, it definitely does look like it's max HP, probably a decent amount of other investment too. I think this is going to be worth the swap, unfortunately, so now it's a question of what do I switch in. I'm going to switch in rings here. This might be a mistake, but I'm going to switch in rings and I'm going to Wish Pass into something. Alright, we send in our rings, the Umbreon, bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, we do just see another raw Ice Beam, that's why I didn't switch into my Flyers, and now I just click Wish. We are just going to see a raw Toxic, that's fine. I'm not synchronized, I am Inner Focus. This will reveal that I'm Inner Focus, I'm sure. But yeah, this is fine. I'm okay with this. I think, do I T-Wave here? No, I think I'm going to Baton Pass, actually. Rings doesn't enjoy being at low HP, but this is also the reason why I did this, was so that way I could just Baton Pass for free back into Dialga if the Archaludon comes out. And it is going to be Archaludon, so we got that read right. Perfect. This also gives me a very free switch into Braviary, but also, like, this thing can just set up its rocks again, so... Honestly? Hold on a second. Unfortunately, it's not in range of Chanpao, so I think I do kind of have to switch into Dialga. I could also switch into Will Smith, but I don't think I do that. I think I just go into Dialga. Let's go Primal! Alrighty, here I just click Iron Defense again. If the one thing comes in, then the Tentacruel comes in, then we just stay in and click Body Press, and then possibly a Draco next turn. Yep, we set our Iron Defense. They actually stay in, so that's good to know. They probably just go for a Raw Draco then, if that's the case. Oh, they're paralyzed. I am so sorry. That is unfortunate. Oh, also, this thing hasn't taken damage yet, so that's good to know too. I mean, you haven't Terra'd yet. You might be trying to save your Terra. I could click Body Press for free right now. And you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to click Body Press. If they Terra, yeah, they Terra now. Okay, so they burn their Terra here. Hawlucha can no longer Terra. This thing is Terra Ghost. Really well played. Yes, this thing is Terra Ghost. That is fine by me. I'm okay with this. That does mean Flash Cannon is much more spammable now, which is also good to know. Yeah, so we Body Press. We miss, obviously. I think next turn I Flash Cannon. Yeah, they do click their Draco. Is this an offensive set? Nope, not even close. I think I just clicked Flash Cannon. This Dialga is going to put in work, and that is amazing. My guess is Tentacruel is probably going to be the swap here. Either that or this thing is going to take more chip, and I'm okay with either. Or they could stay in and try to click Body Press as well, which is something to keep in mind. Okay, we do see the hard swap. We're probably going to go into Tentacruel. Yep, they do go into Tentacruel here. We fire up for Flash Cannons. Bada bing, bada boom. I think I can just Body Press twice, honestly. I don't want to burn my Draco, just because Giratina gets a free switch. Yeah, I'm gonna fire off a Body Press here. We do just see a raw flip turn, which is crazy, so they were predicting a swap here. That is fine. If Ghost type doesn't, if anything other than the Ghost type comes in, then this is going to deal a lot of damage, but I'm assuming a Ghost type comes in here. Although maybe not, because I don't want to take a Draco. Giratina's definitely not coming in. Probably Archaludon comes in if I had to guess. Yeah, it is going to be Archaludon. Alright, I'm just going to click Flash Cannon again. More chip on this thing, the better. And they have to risk getting paralyzed, too. If they get paralyzed, that puts me in a phenomenal position. Especially because that'll open up Chanpao, too, now that it's Terra Ghost. Okay, we just see the double again, so let's see what comes in here. Is it going to be Whiskey? It is going to be Whiskey again. We're just going to chip this thing down slowly but surely. Flash Cannon, bada bing, bada boom. Nice. Solid chunk of damage. And we get the Spadef drop. I fire up a Flash Cannon again. Zero reason for me not to here. We just see the raw Ice Beam. That's fine. That's going to do a decent chunk of damage. And we do fire up a Flash Cannon. I think this is a dead Tentacruel. This is a dead Tentacruel. That Spadef drop mattered. Alright, so now nothing can switch into a Draco. This is great! Dialga's putting in work. We also have to remember that we're at +2, so we should be able to tank even a fighting type attack from like Ogerpon or a Giratina or Deoxys. Alright, so Snake Eyes is what's going to come in. Is that Giratina? That is Giratina. That's the big Giratina. Alright, I just fire off my Draco now. Actually, you know what? No, I fire off my Flash Cannon, then I fire off my Draco. Because Flash Cannon will put it in range for a Draco to kill. I mean, it could have Dragon Tail, it could have Defog. Do I just go for the attack? Yeah, I think I just go for the attack, actually. Never mind. Okay, so we do see a sub. Really well played. Yeah, I should have just gone with my guts and clicked Flash Cannon, but it is what it is. This gives me a free switch into Jumpluff, though, and Jumpluff can do Jumpluff things. So I'm gonna just go into Jumpluff and do Jumpluff things. Alright, Jumpluff, let's do Jumpluff things. You're in charge, Real Uber. Oh, wait, they just fire off a raw Draco. Oh, well, that... Oh, we live, though. Ha! That's funny. We also reveal our Citrus Berry. Yay! Alright, I think what I do here, I'm just gonna set up a screen. Yeah, I'm gonna set up a screen. I see no reason for me not to. We outspeed this thing for sure. If they go for sub, they're punished by Infiltrator. And Acrobatics, too, actually. Let's go Jumpluff, Living Attacks. We're gonna see the hard swap, actually, which is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy the Giratina switches out against the Jumpluff. We're gonna see our Archaludon come back in. Okay. Alright, we set up our light screen. Bada bing, bada boom. I really want to go for Leech Seed just for the funny. I'm apparently not in range of a Draco, which is low-key pretty hysterical. I'm gonna Leech Seed on the off chance they get paralyzed. That'd be funny, I think. We do get the Leech Seed off. Do they get paralyzed is the question now. Alright, let's see it. Flash Cannon. They just fire off a Flash Cannon, so that's fine. Okay, we live it. We do live it pretty reliably. Alrighty, they start getting their health sapped by Leech Seed. That restores my health up quite a bit, I believe. Oh yeah, we survived that. Freaking, I'm gonna fire up a Cotton Guard now. This is very funny for the record. I'm enjoying myself. We do see the hard swap here. That makes sense. Snake Eyes, so Giratina Origin is coming back in. Okay, that's fine. We fire off our Cotton Guard. I'm gonna just fire off a Leech Seed again. Leech Seed for free, because why not? I have Infiltrator, so I survive I can hit through sub. I see, this is an absolute win. Alright, so we do fire off our Leech Seed, which is great. Alright, let's see what they opt to go for here. They opt to go for just a raw Shadow Ball. I think we live this. Do we live? We do live. Haha, we're chilling, baby. Let's go. All right, perfect. And we can survive another one. I'm firing off in acrobatics. Let's get this thing chipped down and prevent it from setting up a sub. We've also seen, okay, so we've seen stabs and substitutes. So it's probably another, like maybe defog or something like that. Probably, if I had to guess. That would make sense. All right, we fire off our acrobatics, bada bing, bada boom, doing a decent chunk of damage as well, which is great. We're gonna see Raw Draco here. They do land it. I think that's a dead jump bluff. That is a dead jump bluff. How unfortunate. Special attack partially fell. This gives me a very free switch into Qianpao. I don't want to switch into Qianpao quite yet, though, because our Chalodon still won't die to it. So I will go into Braviary, and I will take this time to defog. Yeah, I'm going to take this time to force a defog here, and then I will go ahead and, yes. All right, yeah, so we do see the hard swap here. Giratina is no longer going to be an amazing Pokemon to switch into here. We're going to see Archer here, which makes sense. I set up my defog to get rid of the hazards, which is obviously great. I don't want to give this thing a stamina boost, so I will go ahead and probably just switch. I will switch into Will Smith here. Alright, so Will Smith is going to come in here. My guess is probably... I mean, yeah, I think what's going to happen here... Yeah, we see rocks here. We also know this thing is not AV too, so that's good to know. Okay, so Terra Ghost, Dark Pulse does half, and same as Terra Blast. So, do I just choice select myself with the Terra Blast? Yeah, I think I choice select myself with the Terra Blast. Choice selecting myself with the Terra Blast seems like a very fun play to do here, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Boom! Alrighty, we reveal my Terra Flying, and hopefully this thing gets paralyzed so we stay at full HP, because then Terra Flying Thundy looks really, really great with the rest of this game. Terra Blast! Bada bing, bada boom! Wow, that's a lot of damage. This Archaludon is as good as dead, and it's paralyzed. We keep spamming Terra Blast, baby. They could opt to save this thing. I doubt they do. Yeah, they let Archaludon go down here, which makes the most sense. Alrighty, Archer goes down, which is really, really great. Hawlucha's most likely upper hand. The fact that they're saving it this long tells me it's probably upper hand, which is good to know. Yeah, we see DOEX, so they swapped into this thing real quick. You have to be Scarf or SASH. You have to be one of the two. Unfortunately, this will mean Umbreon goes down here, but that's fine. Alright, so we hard swap here. Bada bing, bada boom. We go into rings. Alright, let's see what you hit me with. Just a regular Ice Beam. Okay, so I do wonder if your choice Scarf. I'm gonna call your Scarf. I'm gonna call your Scarf here. Alright, we go into Weaseltown. I mean, I could also just Sucker for free, too. Alright, it's time for Sucker Punch shenanigans. I think I just click Crunch. I think that's what I do here. I'm not gonna overthink it. I'm clicking Crunch. Okay, you're not Scarf. Dang it. Okay, well, we got that play wrong. Well, that's unfortunate. Yikes. Okay, I mean, if I just Sucker Punch this thing, it's probably Sash. So that sucks. Alright, well, we know it's not Scarfed anymore. I just go into this thing and I click Volt Switch. Man, I don't know if that play cost me the game here, but it's definitely gonna make it hard, so I'm gonna Volt Switch. Alright, so we reveal that we're Scarfed, we outspeed, bada bing, bada boom, you are Sash. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so... it's not over yet. I'm gonna go in, do I go into Murica on the superpower? No, they're not clicking superpower here. I think I go into Primal. Okay. Yeah, this is a tough game. This is really tough. This is a really tough end game. Okay, so we are just gonna see the Raw Ice Beam like I predicted. Hear me out. Do I double into Murica on the superpower this turn? No, I don't think I do. I think I just go for the attack. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for Flash Cannon. If they go for superpower, I think we might live. And if we see superpower, then I go into Braviary. We see Ice Beam. Do we live? We do barely live. That is massive. Okay, so this thing goes down. Very, very nice. Now what I do here, once Dialga goes down, I go into Braviary. I click Tailwind, I think, and then I click Defog. Majora, that's gonna be Ogerpon, I'm assuming. Yep, that is Ogerpon. Okay. Alright, I just click Raw Draco. Trailblaze, that's fine. I mean, it might not be fine. Maybe, yeah, no, I think I lose now, actually, because of the rocks. I should have been Boots. I thought about Boots, too. I really did. I'm gonna Tailwind. I have to. I should lose here to Ivy Cudgel, I think. Yeah, I lose. Really well played to my opponent. Yeah. I shouldn't have let Weaseltown go down. I should have just gone for the Sucker, but Focus Sash was such an obvious bring. I should have gone for the attack immediately with Thundy. That's what I should have done, turn one, but yeah, it is what it is. We should die to this, I imagine. Yep, we do. GG's. Ah, man, that sucks. I definitely could have won this game. I really could have won this game. I just played bad. But the thing is, it's like I couldn't risk Deoxys being Scarfed. There is a good chance Dialga could have been Scarfed in this game. That's the thing. For specifically the reason of preventing Volt Switch Thundurus from popping off. So I'm not necessarily upset about that play. I don't know. I think my mistake was in the prep. I should have brought Boots. I should have just brought Boots. I really didn't think rocks were coming. so that's why I didn't bring boots, but I should have brought boots. If I brought boots, I won this game. Literally, if I brought boots, I won this game. Because then I Tailwind, I Defog, I Brave Bird, and then depending on the Lucha set, if it wasn't SASH or anything like that, I won the game. It is what it is. That does really suck for me. We are going 1-3 right now, and our differential's not looking great, but again, we'll bounce back from it, I'm sure. Thank you so much to Kason for helping me prep, by the way. Kason definitely helped out a ton with prep. I'll remember to give a shout out at the intro of this video, but yeah, he really helped me out a ton. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up here. GG's to my opponent once again. Please be sure to check out their side of the battle if they do upload, and I'll go ahead and start wrapping up here. Thank you all so much for watching. I really, really hope you all enjoyed. Please be sure to check out my Ko-Fi if you haven't already. Also, be sure to leave a like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single upload from me. And yeah, we're gonna bounce back. I believe it. We're going to bounce back. I'll see you soon in the next video. Peace out, mates!